This is the first thing I built. It's very crappy. Don't ignore this. This one was a decent little workshop that. So basically, the way this works in this world for me is I do big builds that I kind of feel like doing when I'm in the mood, and then if people donate, I actually get them build something. Wait, actually, speaking of that, Ducky, you've donated twice now, so if you have a build in mind, I'm happy to try to build something for you. Just let me know, okay? If you're still there. Sorry, I completely forgot. So if you donate to the channel while I'm doing this, then I can do a build for someone if it's within reason, obviously, because they can take me quite a bit of time. So anyways, so these are some of the builds. This one was Kev Satan wanted me to make a workshop, so I made him a little workshop. Then I made this little shrine thing that is kind of needs a bit of work. It needs like some stuff around it, but it's fine. I'll eventually get to that later. I was gonna extend this out and make some like, you know, I don't know, something. This took me 20 years to think about and make, and I think it turned out really well. Um, I just finished so Nopals. I just finished this. This is a sky base thing I made for like a wizard's tower. So I just kind of started making little islands with a sort of, I don't know, bridge that looks okay. I don't know why I made them different bridges. I could probably change this, but it's fine. And this goes into my like sort of wizard's tower thing, which it's I think it's pretty good. The roof on this actually turned out well because I used honeycomb and painted it honeycomb wall and looked pretty good. And yeah, I don't know. I kind of want to change this to like I could change the roof to purple or something like a bit more appropriate, but. Oh, Azo, you didn't see this, did you? The final? So the final thing here, I think what really added a lot to me is I built this. I was like, oh, it'd be kind of cool if I made like ivy. And I just started like, this was all this white brick. And I just kind of built this into it. And then I was like, oh, I actually really like this. So I kind of built like ivy and some nature hangout. And it actually turned out really well. I really like the way it looks. It just adds like a really nice bit of color and like character to the build. So. Nopals, I do have a treehouse, don't you worry. So this came out, I built all these background clouds, all this other stuff, so... Thanks, Yucky. But that's sort of the point of it, Yucky, is like, I'm trying to get better at building, while also, getting people to, like, get inspiration from builds. So this is the first time I built anything like this, like a factory. So this crane looks awesome, I think. I really like the way it turned out. And I actually use this part of a build in another part, which is actually Azo made a big donation as well, and he got a building made for him. So it's not too bad. I think it could use a bit of work in some spots, but I'm happy with it looking a little bit kind of rusted out and beat up. So it's not too bad. The next one is, oh sorry, you wanted to see Nopals, you were going to build a treehouse? Don't worry, brother. I got a treehouse for you. Well, my interpretation of a treehouse. Sorry. You might like something else, but maybe this will inspire you to make something. I tend to use the world-generated trees as my like initial like focus. So I just actually added this in today. Nothing crazy. This is kind of just like I just kind of quickly put this together, just to get the guy under here. But this is the actual base. So you'd come in through this. A little hoik elevator, made this little rope bridge, and then spiral staircase, blah, blah, blah. Didn't want to make it too cluttered. I could add some more stuff, but again, I don't want super huge clutter, just like in a few spots, maybe here and there. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's pretty easy to make, because it's a tree, so you want to make a lot of odd, like, shapes and stuff. So I make these often. You can make it way more complex, but, like, this is a really... pretty simple. This only took me 1 session to build, I think, or 1.5 to build. So it can give you some ideas. If you're wondering what this is these windows are actually just lead fence, but they're painted with negative paint over top. So that's just kind of a different look than just your regular windows. Sorry guys, the other one I have is, I can now teleport to the, I'm gonna use this to teleport to the beaches. So this is my other little beach place. I have to figure out something with these pylons. I'm going to eventually do something with them. This was an earlier build, but I actually like the way it looked. It's very like small, quaint, kind of cute. It's not bad. Nothing crazy. but it's fun. You know, this is what the builds are. So, try to make it look a little bit, I don't know, beach housey. You know, and I built this before I had paints and other stuff, so like this might be different now, but that's part of the fun. You progress through the world and build stuff. And this is the build that I'm actually most happy with, probably right now, is the one that I built for Azo, which is the oil rig that he requested. So this oil rig has that same kind of mechanic, and so see if he paid donation for it, so I figured I'd put his name on it and put something together. So this is something he asked for, and I think it turned out really well. I've never built one before, so I took some inspiration from a few places, but yeah, it looks really good. So these are all sort of, oh, there's a little bug on me. Yeah, I think it looks really cool. And then all the foundational stuff is under here, which actually took me a long time because I had to build all the stupid things and hammer them and actuate them. It was very annoying, but it's done. And the pipe work looks, I think, looks neat. And yeah, I don't know, it's cool. So I'm happy with this build for now. Well, the circle's done. I'm gonna save here, and we're gonna swap into Dead by Daylight, which I've never played. So this is gonna be an absolute shit show.